Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today in the Domain System P episode 4, we will be doing quite a lot of stuff, like at first killing the End Dragon, and then getting shulk boxes and elytras, because now we're like basically in an elite game, and we just really needed that. So yeah, we're gonna go get that, and then after that, me and Contra we're gonna build the community center, because Lockley was not able to help us out. He had some other stuff to do. So right here off the bat, I had to kill my cows, then because I had quite a lot and it was lagging the server. So I just had to kill them, and either way I really needed leather. So I went ahead and asked Lockley if I can use his looting sweet sword. He said sure, and then I ended up taking it, but then Contra told me that he wants to let me use his looting sweet sword so I can get half the of what I get from my cows. I asked him what can I get instead for it, and he said you can get a netherite scrap because he had that. And so I was like, alright, cool, I'll take that. And I took that and I started killing my cows. And yeah, now over here I will be I was getting ready, and then I can go fight the End Dragon. And I was just getting all my stuff ready. Luckily, I had diamond armor enchanted, and Contra had netherite armor enchanted. And I had diamond armor, but it wasn't enchanted, and I really did not want to lose it. So I instead saved my iron armor, iron tools, and got myself a bow, tried to enchant it, but realized I did not have levels. So I was like, alright, that's good enough. And yeah, and now over here, you can see that I have a net portal next to me. We all ended up going there off camera, and what is it? Lockley and Contra made a video about it, and then Contra obviously got netherite armor from it, because he ended up staying there more after they found the fortress and got the blaze rod. And yeah, they got that, and I also made an iron factory, well at least an iron farm, and I also made a villager area. Now the iron factory wasn't really working at this time, and so later on in the video I fixed it. It was working really good, and I even designed it. The design didn't really look that good, so I'll be changing it next video. And now over here you can see finally, after like so long in the actual real time recording it took us about an hour just to get here. And me using my big brain to use the pie chart method, I ended up finding it, but because I had an iron pickaxe, very slow. Contra knew that I was smart and big brain, so he came right next to me, went down, and got the achievement first. And then we just ended up telling Lockley the coordinates, and then he told us the coordinates after finding a long time. He found the portal room, and he told us coordinates. I dug through the wall trying to get there. Contra was right with him, and they just helped me out get in there. And yeah, we finally got there. And then after, we placed down all of our beds and chests, and then we can if we die we have backup stuff, and also we were right there. After we did that, we were ready to place down some eyes of Ender inside the portal. And Lockley ended up only having 11 because he used his, and Contra had 1, so that was 12. And the portal was very empty, so we just had to do it. But Contra really wanted to be first. They ended up knocking Lockley down to the floor, placing it in, and ran in. And so did I, right behind him. We got in, and Contra really was thirsty for blood. He kept on trying to kill us over and over again, and we just let it slide because he didn't really try anything after that. And then it was time to fight the dragon. Now here, I was very bad with my bow shots. I missed one, and then finally got the second one. And then after that, it was just half an hour. No, not half an hour. 10 minutes, I want to say, of us just missing our bow shots, and then finally got it. And then the dragon instantly perched down, and we ended up beating it down half health, since I had beds and they had good swords and axes. And here it perched down again. I placed down a bed, made Contra break it because he had the best armor, and then that got it down really low, and we were all beating it up. And then right before it got out and almost knocked me up in the air, I stopped jumping so I don't get knocked off. But then when I turned around, I found Lockley being beat up by 3 or 4 Endermen. I don't know what he did to piss off the Enderman Mafia, but he did something, and they were very mad at him. But turns out it didn't really like getting hit by me because I hit one of them once, and then he ended up beating me up. And since I did not have good armor, he beat me up to half health instantly. But that was a good distraction because as soon as I finished that problem with Lockley, I turned around trying to shoot the dragon, but he was already coming down. And that was the last time the dragon ever moved. Because as soon as he got down, we were all beating it up with our swords or axes. I was Clutch King right here. And then finally, after Conchu beat up quite a lot, I placed down a bed, told him to break it, but he did not want to. He wanted the achievement, and he ended up getting it. So I was very mad. Tried to go up to kill him, but I ended up dying myself. Really sad, because I just lost all my stuff, at least. That's what I thought. I tried to come back, I was stuck because there was no block for me to stand on, since it got like deleted because I entered in and the obsidian platform got reset. So over here, I just sat down waiting for someone to come over and help me. Which finally, after like 2 minutes, Contra came over and helped me out. He came in and tried to help me, at least that's what I thought. He was actually thirsty for blood, once again. He started breaking it down. I got one block, tried to go up, but then he tried to prank me, didn't fall for it, but still fell in the void. Very, very sad. And now over here, I really wanted the achievement for the dragon egg, so I told them to drop it down for me, and they did. I got the achievement, finally, after like dying twice, but because they killed me, I placed it down and ran away, waiting for them to get it. And now I was actually the first person to go through the portal. And luckily, though, when I got in there, I grabbed all my stuff, thought like, oh, I'll go back home, I'll get new gear, and then come back because it wasn't really that far away. And we'll get some shulk boxes and elytras later on. But if for some miracle reason, luckily I ended up actually grabbing all of my stuff. Not all of it, like a couple of them was missing, but he ended up getting the majority of it. And I just ended up grabbing it, setting up my inventory, and now it was time to go get some shulk boxes and elytras. Now over here, Buckley wasn't actually able to make it. He had to go do something for the rest of the video. He wasn't in. He was just very busy. And right off the bat, I don't know why, but 2 Endermen just started beating me up out of nowhere. They got me down to 3 hearts right off the bat in like a second. I tried to place down water, but Minecraft was like, nope, you gotta die. The water did not spread normally. Like I took it back, I placed it down again, still did not spread that much. I tried my hardest to stay in and eat my gaffle, but he came up from behind me and killed me. And as you saw right there, the worst thing ever happened. The water swooped all my stuff inside the void, and I wasn't even able to get back there that quickly because I was stuck once again. I don't know why. I don't like keep any blocks back there in the overworld. But finally though, after Concha helped me out, he ended up giving me 2 stacks of netherrack, and he actually picked up 42 of my books I had from the Stronghold library, and he ended up picking up my clock that I actually had from episode 1, and the door that I had. He ended up giving me also 2 ender pearls so we can go through the gateway, and yeah, we just bridged up. I waited for him to go over there, and for some reason over here I was just very laggy. I don't know why. I'm very sorry for that, because as you can see right here, he just zipped through the end pearl, but he also zipped again because I was very laggy. But finally he made it through after I died 3 times. And now over here you just saw it was very unlucky we spawned in on an island. But finally after like 10 minutes we could find an end city. Wasn't that big though. I still had nothing. Contra ended up giving me 4 steak since I was dying from hunger the whole time. And I picked up some coordinates just in case. Now over here, since I had no gear or anything to even like remotely help out killing the shulker boxes, he just ended up killing them all. And now over here we just kept on trying to search the whole place, and finally I found the area where the chest was. I grabbed it, got myself 2 pieces of iron armor, and as well enchanted. And I got that. I was very lucky as well to have a steak because I was half health. And if I not have that steak, I would have instantly died. And yeah, So I found that, and then right off the bat as well, a couple like minutes later, I found a room with 2 chests. Got myself 2 good swords, a diamond pants, a lot of loot, but most importantly, I got a diamond pickaxe with efficiency 4 and mending. I did not even have that good of a pickaxe back at home. I had like efficiency 2 and fortune 2. But good thing I found that. I was definitely gonna ample that with my previous one when I get back home. And now here is a clip for like half an hour after we found that end city. We found another one which actually had a ship and it was really big. So now since I had loot, like a gear and sword, I was ready to go in. Off camera as well, while we were trying to find it, I got myself a lot of ender pearls, quartz fruit, and a lot of blocks. Conch already made it there because he was ender pearling a lot. And then when I came there, we were discussing if who should get the elytra. And now obviously common sense kicked in, and he was meant to get the elytra, since he had fireworks and I didn't. But I at least wanted to get the achievement, so when I tried to get in, it was very bad timing. I instantly died. I tried to end the pearl, but then it just fell off. But luckily, it wasn't actually that far away. I was able to get back there in like 3 minutes. The only reason why it took us so long to find it was that we were going like zigzag all over the place. So finally we made it, and I grabbed all my stuff, and I still wanted that achievement. So instead of trying to end the pearl up there, this time I was like, why not just build up? Now again, I don't know why this whole video Concho was thirsty for blood. I got up there, Concho hit me off with an arrow, but I was still the clutch king. I clutched it up. I clutched it with that ender pearl last second as well. And now I'm just gonna cut to when I finished ending the end traveling thing, because it was actually just so boring in my perspective, since I had nothing to do. Like Conchu had an elytra and good gear, so he was able to go fly around wherever he wanted and get the elytra for me and luckily, and as well get us choke boxes. I actually ended up getting myself 5 choke boxes alone with the bad gear. But yeah, he got himself like I think 7 and got luckily 5. After I sat down for a little bit, got myself ender pearls, I made it through, and now here it is. To walk in my house and find that it was inside waiting for me. It was Yusuf obviously, because luckily, Conchu didn't want to use up his elytra that much. But yeah, it was fine. At least he paid me for it. Like, he paid me for using my elytra. He gave me a diamond sword that he found, which had knockback, which I did not like. But I was like, hey, why not? It's a better sword than what I have. And now I'm just getting myself ready, so it's time for the community building. Now, right off the bat, me and Concha wanted to start off with the most important thing, which was the roads. Now, off camera, like between episode 3 and this episode 4, I got quite a lot of resources. And one of them was cobblestone, stone, and sand gravel. I got those, and we can build the streets. Now this one, it took us quite a long time, but it was at least good. It ended up looking really good, the mixture of them. And yeah, we ended up building streets. We connected up to every house that we have right now, and like basically every building. Over here now, Contra really wanted to link up a road between his house and Bob the Squid's gravestone. I told him don't build a road because it actually did not look that good, but I told him let's build a bridge. I'll build it since he didn't really want to do it. And yeah, while I was explaining it to him, he actually agreed and started breaking down his road so then I can start building the bridge. And now finally, after like, I want to say around 10 minutes, maybe a bit less, we finished all the roads. We linked up, as I said, to every building that we have so far. And now it was just for me. It was time for Conchu so he can build the like nether portal frame. It was gonna turn into like a sword. The top of the sword is sticking into the ground, and then in the nether it was like the tip of the sword. So it like links up kind of. And for me, I had to just build the bridge that was gonna connect up between his house, like the front of his house, and the Bob the Squid gravestone. So what I was gonna use is spruce wood, since I really like that wood, as you can see, because I used it in my builds. What I wanted to use was the logs, the planks, the slabs, and the fences and the campfire. after I placed them all down, I actually didn't use them like a campfire. He said that he didn't like it, so instead I only put it on the top of the pillars because it looked really good, and made a bridge. This one took me quite a long time because it was just a lot of trial and error. So yeah, but it turned out to be good. It turned out really, really good. And since it was basically, this bridge was for Khonshu, I had to take his like permission of what I should use and everything like that. But yeah, and they're looking good. And this was the start for the sword around the nerf portal. Right now it not look good, but at the end of the video, you'll be able to see like a glance of it, which like the ending product, and you'll be able to see the full thing in Khonshu's channel. Now over here, I wanted to fix my iron farm, but when I broke one block to see what's going on, I instantly realized why it was not working. They were not villagers crying for help to make an iron golem. They were zombie villagers crying for help for flesh. And I was like, alright, easy fix. I'll just splash a weakness potion on them, give them Gapple, and they'll heal up, right? Wrong. Here's why. I ended up giving them the weakness potion and Gapple, and then I ended up blocking the reason why they were getting hit by the zombie, which was just that top part right there, just 3 blocks. I missed it. And now over here, this was the mistake that I made. I had to, first of all, separate them or just change them completely, because I now realized this for some reason. If one of them cures and becomes a villager again, the other 2 are not villagers yet. So right over here you can see what I mean. One of them became a normal villager, I got the achievement and everything, and then the other 2 just beat him up, and he turned back into a zombie villager. All of that, and I actually waited 5 minutes for that, and then right off the bat, another one gets cured, but then he ended up dying again. But this time he didn't even turn into a zombie, he just died. And then for some reason Khonshu flew in, and then as a joke he got scared that they were hitting him, and he just ended up killing them both. And I just sat there in terror, knowing what I'll have to do. Travel 3 villagers from down to up. But I ended up doing it. And now over here, I just had to fix it up by breaking the 3 blocks, and then getting out of there. Over here, for the actual like design of it, I was thinking to build like a black outline of a box, and then add some bricks and some windows. What I did not think about though was that I would need to midway stop the build and get a lot more bricks, and the windows I didn't really want to get the window because I already ruined the whole design. Instead of giving like depth and details, I ended up just making it a flat box. It was just so bad. At least the top looked good because I ended up giving it like 2 shoots right here, as you can see. I gave it 2 shoots with a campfire side. Those 2 were the good looking ones, but the rest was just all terrible. Like, I just finished the build, all I had to do was just put slabs on top and inside the box, and the iron golem form can still work. And yeah, it was just very bad. So instead of glass, I ended up just using oak trapdoors since they look like windows, but instead like 4 small windows on every block. And then here's the finishing product for now of the iron factory. I did the roads as well. I also built the bridge and got elytra choke boxes, and Khonshu ended up building the nether portal frame. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys next video. Next video there'll be a lot of stuff, so make sure to not miss it out. I'll be starting my mega base building. So yeah, see you guys then. Bye.